Hi girls, welcome to the Girl Central Show, brought to you by the YWCA. For many years, the YWCA has offered after-school programs that build strong and confident girls, and I myself joined way back when I was in 6th grade. My name is Alexis, and let me introduce you to my friends.
Hi. Hey.
Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a senior and I cheer at the Santa Monica High School, and I also just turned 18.
Hi, my name is Mariah. I'm a senior at Santa Monica High School also, and my favorite part of the day is lunch because I get to eat. Yay.
Hey, I'm Dali, and I'm also a senior at Santa Monica High School, and I love being on color guard and playing clarinet and sousaphone.
All right, we have a great show for you today. We'll be discussing topics that are affecting teen girls, teaching you how to take a stand against getting influenced by celebrities, and later on, Miss V will be answering some of the questions that you wrote to her. Okay, girls, now let's talk. So, as you know, we can express ourselves by the way we dress, right? Mm-hmm. But what about the idea of wearing uniforms to school? Some people believe that it makes a huge positive difference on campus. What do you girls think?
I personally don't like the idea of uniforms, mainly because I like having all different styles of clothes and like colors and patterns. And with a uniform, there's only so much you can do to spice it up.
But with uniforms, it also gets rid of I want to say social class stigma between rich kids and poor kids. So it kind of levels out the playing field for everyone.
I agree because it kind of who you hang out with kind of depends on how you dress. Just I feel okay, this is embarrassing, but in middle school I went through this rainbow phase.
I know. I remember.
Okay.
I remember that. Yep. Highlighter,
every
crazy earrings. Yep.
I was bright, and it was just overly obnoxious, I think. And I was that weird girl. So I think if I had a uniform, I agree with uniforms. So I think if we had that, I could have avoided that whole awkward rainbow phase that I had.
Plus, though, it saves a lot of time when you're getting ready in the morning.
That's true.
I spend 2 hours getting ready, and I'm always late to AM. So I think if we had uniforms, I could save 2 hours, and I could actually eat breakfast in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, but realistically, I know I live really close to the school. I live really close. It takes me 2.5 minutes to get from my house to the school area. But I still end up being late to AM most of the times because I always overestimate the amount of time that I have, or I guess underestimate the amount of time that it takes me to get ready. Mm-hmm. So with uniforms, it's just going to be even worse. It's not really going to help the situation. I'm just going to have more time to be late.
But I mean, it would still take out a portion of the amount of time, because then you don't have to decide what you're going to wear the next day.
Well, I mean, what about dress codes? So dress codes at SAMO, because you know how they just recently started enforcing
the 3 Bs.
The 3 Bs.
No butts.
What are the 3 Bs, guys?
No something. No butts, no boob, no bras.
No bellies.
No bellies.
No
backs.
Just in general.
No bellies. So 5, 10, 15.
So okay, so my only issue with the dress code at our school is that I feel it's targeted towards women and young women like ourselves.
I agree.
And I'm very liberal, and I think that women should be able to express their sexuality as much as they want to. Mm-hmm. So for example, if they wanted to show cleavage, they should be able to. But by putting rules on women, you're kind of condoning that kind of action. So that's slut shaming. Have you guys heard of that before? So it's just saying being a sexual person, that's not okay, and so it should be okay because it doesn't hurt anyone.
So then don't you think uniforms would solve that problem instead of just sticking with the dress code? Because I think a dress code would be too loose, where you can get away with things, and then it could be kind of not equality.
I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I don't like uniforms in general just because I don't like the idea. I feel they're kind of constricting in a way. Mm-hmm. But as far as dress codes go, I understand why they're there, although I don't think the reasons behind them are sound, because they're saying, distracting for boys.
Yeah, that's why. Dress codes can be more offensive than just a uniform, which is equal for everyone.
Realistically, people should know, don't come in and, don't come to school, in a bra or, something as short as a bra. Maybe if you raise your arms, a little bit of stomach is showing, that's okay. It's a cute crop top. But if, your whole entire midriff is showing, that's, that's not something school appropriate. And I'm not saying you're distracting the guys. It's just not something socially, it's an educational place.
But that's, totally dependent on maturity, though.
True.
It's if you're mature enough, then you should be able to handle it. So I think we also have to consider that.
What if you're transgender and they make you wear the girl uniform, but you don't want to wear the girl uniform?
That is so true.
That's
I never thought
problem.
of that.
Yeah, I didn't think
of that
either.
about that right now. That would suck.
Well, I guess you could talk to someone
Yeah.
about that. Technically, like, they're not saying specifically, like, you're a girl, you have to wear this. Like, you
True.
could still just stick to the colors or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
like some
Yeah.
schools, they have like everyone wear khakis even if you're a girl or a boy.
Yeah.
Or like they
that's
have
true.
options, like you can either wear the skirt, the short skirt, the long skirt, or like I know in Japan,
Yeah.
like I went to Japan for a school trip and like you got to see like all the people and like there were some girls who were wearing like the pants or like a longer skirt, like that went to like the knees, and then some who just went to like mid thigh. It's like all
Yeah.
dependent on
I
the
guess
class.
like color scheme.
Okay,
scheme.
I know we have a lot to say, but I think we have to move on to the next topic. Okay, so next topic. Since all of us are seniors in high school, I thought it would be good to share what it's like to be so close to the finish line. And I also wanted to ask, if you could start high school all over again, would you change anything?
Oh,
I would
stressful.
join as many clubs as
I agree
could.
so much.
Because like in high school I was like, ooh, boys, boyfriends, and like I just did not join any clubs, and it sucked. Because like clubs, you make a lot of new friends and stuff. And
Yeah,
I was
I would
like,
definitely be more involved in
Yeah.
the school. I felt too cool, to be honest. I was like, oh, I don't want to join a club. Like, I don't need that. But it's like you could have met so many more
Yeah.
people that I'm barely meeting now
Well,
because I decided
as soon
to
as I
join a
became
club.
a sophomore and like I got to go off campus, like I mentioned how I live really close to the school.
Oh, yeah.
I went home for lunch.
That's actually so cool.
Every day. Leftover pasta, some rice, and gourmet meals. So like club, home, kind of just weighed out. So I mean, I guess joining more clubs would have been cool. Like I'm in like clubs now, or I'm in like a club now. But I didn't really, I'd say as a priority to me, just because
Yeah.
I mean it's only 30 minutes of lunch.
I had like the opposite dilemma. I joined too many clubs, but I didn't stick to them because they either like faded out or like
Yeah.
something happened. So like now I'm in like no clubs, but I was originally in like 5 clubs. So yeah.
So do you feel like you made a lot of friends back then? Or
Well,
do you
yeah. I mean, like
regret
I've
doing
made
it?
memories. Yeah, I like made memories like going hiking with like a bunch of people and stuff. So like yeah, it was definitely worth my time. But like now they're all gone. So
Oh, one thing I definitely regret is, okay, so all 4 years that I've been in high school, I've had 7 classes, as in like AM through 6th period.
Oh, yeah.
And oh my gosh. Now, looking back, I realized the reason why I have 7 classes is because I'm in orchestra and I'm taking Japanese, and after, like, it also counts as an elective, which I don't agree with, but it's just how it goes. Summer classes, and I joined cheer, just assumed, like, oh, I'm not going to have any time. But then I just found out recently there's, like, night class options for the summer classes, and I'm like, why didn't I know this before? I guess I didn't care enough to really look it up.
Same
have
with
school,
me.
like all day. Oh my
Like,
god,
I have
so much.
I have
From 7
Avid
to,
and I
like,
have
6.
orchestra, and like you guys know that I draw all the time, and I've never taken at least like one art class my whole 4 years, and like I regret that. Like I really want to take art, and I guess like I probably would have taken the classes that I actually wanted to take and not the classes that I thought I had to take, because like you know how you go into high school and you're like, I need to take these classes so I can get into the colleges.
yeah.
But like
You don't think about
it doesn't
yourself.
even like you have to fulfill your needs too.
That's
like-
true.
Well, speaking of college, can we talk about the senior thing? Like, how do you feel as seniors right now?
Oh,
Stress.
I'm lacking so much motivation right now.
Yeah, I have no motivation anymore.
Oh gosh.
But I feel like it's
like-
both laziness and also that stress of like, what college am I gonna go
Yeah.
to? Or
Yeah,
what
and
am I gonna do?
Also, my biggest fear is like colleges like taking away my acceptance. Like,
Oh yeah, if you don't do well, yeah, that's the only reason I'm studying. Like I'm being totally honest. The only reason is because I don't want them to
Be like,
was it
oh, you
rescind?
slacked.
Rescind?
Yeah,
rescind my acceptance.
I guess I'm lucky though, because the school I want to go to is an art school, and I asked them about my stats class, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't know that people can take stats," and I'm like, "I can just fail my AP and like still go," but that's not good though. I mean,
That's
Stay in
not good
school.
advice, Mariah.
Well, I mean, it's an art school, so like obviously their focus would be more on art and
Yeah.
less on like academic.
Do you guys remember how bad first semester was though? Like I had so much
Oh,
stress
dear.
from applications.
What is sleep?
Yeah, yeah.
So many applications and so much like trying to fill out this, trying to get this done.
all
by
of
the
November
deadline.
was just
I think,
like
yeah.
making sure my STs were perfect, studying for like that last SAT
And like time management and
I remember
everything.
all my friends, like for minimum days, like the short days, I'd be like, "You want to hang out?" And my friends are like, "I have to do college stuff," and I'm like, "Why? Like, let's just go to the promenade." Nope.
Okay, well, off the stressful, second semester is prom, so why don't we talk about that? So the promposals, if you don't know what that is, it's basically going to extremes to ask someone to prom, and they're getting more and more elaborate and costly. We actually have a video to show you the lengths teenage boys are going to outdo each other and land a prom date. So here's the video.
Will you go to prom with me?
Scoring a prom date has become a creative and often competitive affair. High schoolers are turning to junk food, animals, and even billboards to make their prom proposals extra special. All the cliques are represented. There's the twerking class clowns, the glee crowd. This student staged an entire musical production to ask his girlfriend. Even the nerds have their day. Hello, periodic table.
Hello, Kristen. Zach would like to know if you'd like to go to the royal ball with him. I hope you say yes. And
It's hard to say no to your favorite Disney characters. Or a dance proposal in front of the entire school at lunchtime.
This is for you, Tina.
This ambitious beau inflated 1,500 balloons to ask his date.
Will you go to prom with me, Tina?
Amid the pomp and circumstance, a question lingers. What on earth are their wedding proposals going to look like?
So, what do you girls think about promposals?
I love the idea. Like, it just sounds so like a way to make you feel special. And I'm not saying boys have to like spend a whole bunch of money. It's the thought that counts, but just like kind of putting the attention on the girl, and it just makes it seem like nice. It's nice to experience.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of become a competition though. Like if a guy sees another girl if a guy sees a guy ask a girl to prom, they're like, oh, I want to ask someone too, but I want to do something bigger than that. And then I don't know. Plus, what if the girl doesn't want a big proposal? Like, what if the girl would appreciate the guy asking her secretly or something?
I feel like they would ask them kind of beforehand a little, because also there's that whole fear of rejection.
So kind of ask a friend of a friend.
Yeah, they would make sure it's okay first before they actually
that
do
would
it.
suck if the guy was like, will you go to prom with me? And she's like, no, what are you doing?
Okay, I just want to throw this out there. Why does it have to be a guy asking a girl?
True.
It's true.
Why can't a girl ask a guy, or a girl ask another girl?
Yeah,
or a guy ask another guy?
Guys.
I had a friend who asked a guy.
I want to ask a guy. Not going to do it here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Do you guys want me to let you in on kind of a secret?
Sure.
I'm going to ask this girl to prom. And so how I'm going to do it is I'm putting together a huge scavenger hunt around Los Angeles. So I already made all the little boxes, and I wrapped them with lace, and they each have hints and little tiny stickers in them, and they're each gonna be places that we've gone on a date or something she likes or whatever. And so I'm gonna put it together, and we're gonna do it either tomorrow or Thursday. And so I'm gonna surprise her at her house, because I told her mom that we're going on a scavenger hunt, and so she's like, okay. So I'm gonna just surprise her with it, and we're gonna go everywhere. And it's gonna end. Yeah, it's gonna end where we had our first date, which was at Roscoe's, and all of our friends are gonna be there. And so she's gonna have to open each box, and it's gonna spell out prom, and it has a bunch of stuff she likes in it. So yeah.
See, it's the thought that she put into that. That's just I want that to happen to me.
Yeah, Dolly asked me to prom.
It's actually a lot of work putting it together, seriously. But yeah.
So you put thought into it. You didn't ask her in the cafeteria at school or
No.
anything.
Because I feel that's just someone who wants attention. This is different from just making a big deal at school.
Yeah. It's also because it's kind of I want to say private, and then at the very end, all of our friends are gonna be there, so it's not completely. But
I remember I saw this video where this guy asked this girl to marry him, and it was at a Clippers game or something, and he didn't know that she was gonna walk out on him, and she just left, and the guy was just sitting there and the whole audience was and it was so.
I think that's why they have the whole ask the friend to make sure it's okay.
That's why.
Test the water.
Take precautions.
I feel promposals have kind of become wedding proposals though.
Yeah,
they're called promposals.
Yeah,
but I mean everyone wants to feel special, So I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Okay, girls. So, do you know what time it is? It's time for
Props and Snaps.
Okay, this is a time where we give a shout out to girls who are doing great things. Sarah, who are you giving your props and snaps to?
I am giving my props and snaps to Ellen DeGeneres. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with her.
Yes.
If you saw the Oscars, you know that she did an awesome job. I mean, anyone who orders pizza for their audience is a friend of mine.
So I'm going to give my props and snaps to Scarlett Johansson because I saw Captain America yesterday and she was just the coolest person in the movie. And I heard there was like this interview with her where they asked her like, oh, what was your diet for getting ready for this movie? And she was like, are you kidding me? So it's like she's kind of like an advocate for feminism. So.
She's cool. I would give my props and snaps to my friend Mandy. She's not famous, but I mean, she got a new job last week and that's good. She's working at Franklin Elementary now.
Oh.
So I'm pretty happy for her.
I'm giving my props and snaps to Lorde because she tweeted a picture of herself that was unedited with, I guess you could say, imperfections on her face because she has acne scars. And then she tweeted another photo of someone that fixed her face by, taking out her acne scars. And so she's basically saying it's okay to, have imperfections. So I'm going to give a shout out to her for doing that.
All right, that's it for our convo, but stay with us because coming up next, we'll teach you how to take a stand against celebrity influences.
Hi, my name is Alana.
And I'm Joanna.
And this is Take a Stand. Today we are talking about something that has a big impact on teen girls. Let's see if you can figure it out. It's online, on television, on billboards, and images of them are all around us.
If you haven't already guessed, we're talking about celebrities and how they can affect you.
It's estimated that kids over the age of 8 spend more than 7 hours consuming media each day. With all of the media around us, teens are being influenced by celebrities in many ways. Pop stars like Miley Cyrus influence how teens dress.
YouTube stars like JC, Nash, and Cameron may influence the way we interact with our friends. And hip-hop artists like Drake and Nicki Minaj influence the way teens talk.
Now, not all celebs are created equal. There are some out there who give to charity, dress appropriately, and are in the news for their good deeds. Some may even motivate and inspire you to give back to your community, do well in school, and stay out of trouble.
But, unfortunately, more and more celebrities are getting arrested for drugs and alcohol, going to rehab, dressing inappropriately, and using profane language.
We've seen it unfold right before our eyes. Stars like Zac Efron and Lindsay Lohan transform from wholesome teens who share their talent with the world to young adults who make one bad decision after another.
OMG! Like Justin Bieber, he has young fans all over the world and was recently arrested for drag racing, drunk driving, drug possession, and assault.
Girl, he's been acting cray.
I know, right? So, Alana, how do you spot a celebrity who is up to no good?
First, if you Google images of your favorite celeb and photos of the jail mugshot show up, that's one thing. Second, if the celeb makes the news for court appearances, this often means they've done something they shouldn't have. 3, the clothing the celeb wears will get you sent home from school if you chose to wear it.
Thanks, Alana. Okay, so we know it can be fun to follow your favorite celeb on Twitter or Instagram, sing the lyrics to their music, or watch your favorite movie 100 times. But what happens when these celebrities we look up to behave in ways that are not appropriate for teens?
Follow these steps to take a stand against being influenced by celebs.
Number 1, remind yourself that just because they say something is cool or not, that you have the power to decide for yourself.
Number 2, don't try to dress or act like a celebrity. Create your own unique style that represents your personality and have fun doing it.
Number 3, be an active participant in your media consumption. If you're watching TV or YouTube and you see or hear a celeb doing something that you think is bad, turn it off.
4, look up to someone who is not famous. There are people in your community that you come in contact with every day who set great examples. Just because someone is not in the spotlight doesn't mean they don't deserve it.
Remember, celebrities are not superheroes. They will make mistakes and may make some very bad decisions. Watching them entertain us should be fun and not something that makes us feel bad.
It's okay to challenge their negative behavior and not be influenced. In fact, you'll be proud that you did.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on
Take a Stand.
Hey girls, welcome back to Girl Central. I'm Miss V, and I'm here to answer your questions. This is a place where you can feel safe asking me things that you may feel embarrassed or scared to talk about with your parents or friends. I remember what it was like growing up and how I had so many unanswered questions. But it doesn't have to be this way for you. I'm here to take your questions about relationships, school, friends, or pretty much anything. Remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Okay, let's get started. Question number 1 comes from Ashley. Dear Miss V, lately I've been feeling really sad and things seem to be getting worse. I have thoughts of running away or using alcohol to ease the pain. I'm so tired of feeling down all the time. Do you think I'm depressed? Hey Ashley, well first of all, thanks so much for having the courage to write to me. It isn't easy to admit when we aren't feeling like ourselves, and let alone ask for help. Everyone occasionally feels sad, and these feelings usually pass within a couple of days. But when you have depression, it interferes with your daily life and it causes pain for both you and those who care about you. Depression is a serious medical condition and it shouldn't be taken lightly. I strongly suggest that you talk to a guidance counselor or a nurse at school to give you advice about what you should do. They'll be able to point you in the right direction to get you the help that you need. I hope that you feel better soon, Ashley. All right, question number 2 comes from Jennifer. Dear Miss V, I'm in 7th grade and my mom says that I'm not allowed to date until I'm 16. I get that she wants to protect me, but I'm a smart and responsible girl. I think I should be able to date as soon as I get to high school. How can I convince my mom? Well, this is tough because I can totally understand how you feel, but at the same time, you do need to follow your parents' rules until you're an adult. I'm sure she has a good reason, but ask yourself, is this really worth fighting over now? I mean, by the time you get to high school, she may have changed her mind without you even having to go to battle. It might also depend on who you're interested in. Maybe once she meets that person, she'll change her mind. Who knows? But since you're not looking to start dating tomorrow, just try to enjoy your life today and don't worry so much about the future. All right, last question comes from Laura. Hey, Laura. It says, Dear Miss V, I've been trying hard in school, but when it comes to science, I feel so dumb. No matter how hard I try, nothing seems to work. How will I ever get a good grade in that class? All right, thanks so much for writing in, Laura. You obviously care about your grades, and that is awesome. And it's important to know that not everyone shines in every subject. For example, there might be students who are awesome in English, but they stumble over math. And many scientists can't handle a foreign language. The point isn't to be great at everything. It's to find what you're best in and run with it. So, tomorrow at school, roll up your sleeves, sit up front, and if possible, talk to your teacher about how you're feeling. I used to be a high school teacher, and when students stayed after to talk to me about class, it really showed me that they were serious about their grade. And it made me want to help them any way that I could. And remember, the most important thing is not that you have to be perfect, but you do have to try, which it sounds like you're already doing. And at the end of the day, making a sincere effort to do a good job is something to be proud of, no matter what grade you get. All right, that's all the questions that we have for today. Thank you to the girls who had the courage to write to me. And don't forget, if you have a question that you want me to answer, write to me at askmissvquestions@gmail.com. Remember, I'm Miss V, and when you need real straight-up advice, talk to me. All right, girls, that's our show for tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in to Girl Central, and a huge special thank you to the YWCA Santa Monica West Side, City TV, and of course, the girls on our show. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Peace.